DRS.
Alonso's got the slipstream. Who's going to come out on top? As into Brooklands we go. Ricciardo had the inside line. That certainly helped him there. Fernando Alonso trying to dance around the outside at Luffield. Will switch back and try and move himself, I'm sure, as down the old pit straight we go and towards Copse, where Fernando Alonso's had some brilliant battles over the years, and he's going to try another one in 2021. And Daniel Ricciardo just keeps ahead.
It was good. It was fun. I think Fernando having such a good start made it more exciting. You know, he was on the defence and kept it pretty interesting those first 10 laps.
Perez is going to try and go around the outside of Lando Norris. Oh, and they almost touch as Perez has to go wide, and now he's got the upper hand as they make their way towards turn 3. Verstappen leads. Norris then in second place. Perez is trying to fight back. Hamilton and Bottas getting involved as well. On the inside, there goes Lando Norris. Bottas has to pull out before he hits Sergio Perez, and the two Mercedes, well, swapping places there. Bottas got himself into a bit of a pickle, but he has come out on top and ahead of his teammate. Sergio Perez now, turn 4, trying to go the long way round the outside. His duel continues with Lando Norris as he now goes onto the gravel, and he loses 6 or 7 places as a result of that. Norris is not a man to back out. He'll get his elbows out whenever he can.
He pushed me off.
Did he push him off? Was Perez ever ahead? Was it his corner?
There was slight contact. Did he deserve a bit more space?
You're going for second place. He knows there's gravel on the exit of the corner. It's his risk and not mine. I don't know what he was expecting there.
He wasn't fair racing there. He was lucky not to have any damage, but the next time can be different, you know. But anyway, my race was ruined after that.
Max Verstappen has out-dragged Hamilton down to the first corner. Now he's trying to break the slipstream into Brooklands corner. Hamilton will not get around the outside there because it's too tight. The corner tightens on you. Luffield, a long right-hand corner into Woodcote and the old pit straight.
And down towards Copse we're going to head now on this old pit straight. Can Hamilton try and get back ahead of Max Verstappen, and he's trying to get a slipstream as well. Hamilton's going to try and dance around the outside. Verstappen stays ahead. British crowd roaring their approval for this duel on the first lap of 17. Trying to go around the outside at Copse. This was Hamilton on Verstappen. If he'd have made this move, well, you'd have heard the cheers from Silverstone to Stevenage, where Lewis Hamilton was born.
You could see it was very close again between Lewis and me. We were pushing each other hard in the beginning of the race.
Yeah, I was giving it everything, and it's disappointing when you do all the prep and you do everything you're supposed to do and to lose position. Definitely is frustrating.
Carlos Sainz and Daniel Ricciardo tangle the Ferrari and the McLaren, almost touching wheels with Lando Norris just behind. Carlos Sainz under pressure from Daniel Ricciardo, trying to get in the slipstream, but he touched the back of the Ferrari and had to just drop back a bit. There goes Ricciardo. Here comes Lando Norris down the inside. It's Ferrari and McLaren. What a battle. Norris on the inside, thought he got the place. Carlos Sainz is pushed wide and still somehow stays ahead of his former teammate. Ricciardo nips on the inside now of Lando Norris to get that place back, and it's all happening on lap 1 here.
You'd think it was the last lap of the Grand Prix, the way they're going at it, but they do know these are the easiest opportunities to make up places, and it's a bitter battle between McLaren and Ferrari, and look at that, what a lovely overtake.
Go.
Yeah, good first lap. Carlos was putting pressure on me the whole race, and we actually had a really good battle the first lap. We went back and forth, I think 3 times, and I managed to get him, and that set up my race and allowed me to fight for 5th. So that was really important.
The thing is, it's such a wide track, and like I knew it was 3 abreast. I knew Daniel's on the outside, so I had to be careful. But then I couldn't brake too late because I knew Charles was like just ahead. So the angle, like I was on the apex and Charles was coming pretty much. I was going to T-bone him if I went in any harder.
Okay, we'll be looking to hold up Lewis. I think it's best to do that.
Lewis, with a good exit here, should be able to get past Perez.
Lewis will be nervous at the back of the Red Bull, and Perez will have a lunge up the inside inevitably. Lewis cuts back underneath him. and that's exactly what we expected to happen. He will now drive past him, give him a cheery little wave, and that was about all Perez could do, or was it? Perez with DRS is coming back into turn 9.
Okay, back him up, back him up, back him up through here.
So he is going to hold him up just that little extra bit. This is a very, very good tussle here. Perez as absolutely on the limit and as fair as he can be.
And parked on the apex of the slow corners, so plenty of battery and DRS. And wow, he breezed back past, didn't he?
Didn't he just? Hamilton's going to try and get Perez into turn 1 and have to go the long way around the outside to do it, and can't quite do it. Perez playing the ultimate team game here for Max Verstappen, and this is really frustrating Lewis Hamilton. It's going to be hurting his tyres a little bit as well. And whilst Verstappen has just put in a 1:28.3 for the final lap, Perez and Hamilton in the 1:34s and the 1:33s. The gap now coming down. Hamilton needs to get past Perez here. He does get past Perez. He moves towards the inside. He's going to force Perez the long way round if Perez is going to try and retake that lead of the race. But on lap 21, Hamilton does get past Perez, but Perez has played the ultimate team game.
So we've got Verstappen right behind Perez. Okay, give Max DRS, back off, Max DRS. Then through. Let Max pass now, let Max pass.
Oh, Checo is a legend.
Absolute animal.
This has been quite the duel, and an unexpected duel between a Red Bull and a Mercedes, but not Verstappen in the Red Bull on that occasion.
I'm extremely happy that I could do something, you know. I was on extremely old tires, so there was not much I could do, but I managed to take a couple of seconds out of Lewis. I mean, I'm sure Lewis will understand, you know. It's not, as a driver, you don't want to get involved in their championship. They've worked so hard for it to be in this moment, but it's my team. I've done it for my team, and I'm sure the sport and everyone will understand it.
Enough now to be picking up the slipstream of the Red Bull in front, and Hamilton gaining as the wheels turn round, and now goes wheel to wheel with Sergio Perez. And does he pass Sergio Perez? Under braking, he gives the Red Bull a wide berth just in case. He knows that he can make this move stick in the next few corners. He pushes Sergio Perez almost into the pit lane entry. Perez is not going to give this one up without a fight, and they are almost level pegging as they start the next lap. Hamilton's got better acceleration as down towards turn 1 we go. Has Hamilton got up into 4th place? No, he's not. Sergio Perez on the inside regains the place that he might have lost by millimetres a few hundred metres before.
Wheel to wheel for 4 corners. Oh, that was an epic battle.
And bravo, take a bow and a round of applause to go with it for both drivers there for what was as hard a racing as you could possibly get without contact. Hamilton, I think, thought he would have got the job done coming out of 13. That's where Perez got pushed into the pit lane.
Checo's probably thinking, did I go off the circuit illegally and keep the position? But I don't think that is the case, and he was definitely pushed.
He pushed me off.
Yeah, copy Checo. It's great defence.
Yeah, it was quite an intense race there in the first stint with Lewis. Yeah, it's always nice to get a good move. It's nice to fight with him.
Now Hamilton forces Alonso to defend in the way Nico Rosberg said that he should be doing, but still Fernando Alonso gets better traction going out of turn 1. Hamilton trying to go around the outside here into turn 2, does brake later this time, not late enough. Alonso stays ahead, but this is going to carry on, because don't forget the pace advantage the Mercedes has towards turn 4. This time he's on one side, and I think they might have touched there as well. Hamilton had to back out of it. Alonso somehow is keeping Hamilton at bay.
Guys, you see, he just moved over on me, man. Come on. That speed is so dangerous, man.
Nudging 195 miles an hour.
Yes, very close now.
Here comes Hamilton. He just backed off a little bit too early, but Alonso has locked up. This is Hamilton's chance. This has been coming for a few laps now. You can hear the cheers from the crowd. Hamilton is up into 4th place, but he's still got to defend it. Alonso tried to go round the outside, wasn't quite alongside him, and Hamilton is now released from behind the Alpine. Lap 65. Hamilton, who was 14th, is now 4th.
It was tough. It was a very long race, fighting all the way through. Nevertheless, top 5 is the best result of the year for me. winning the race for the team is the best result ever.
Yeah, that was a really great battle, and I knew when I was approaching him, I was like, oh, this is going to be the hardest. You know, wheel-to-wheel battling racing is good, and in hindsight, now watching, I'm sure if I watch it back, it would just be close.